Okay, today we're going to install some gutter guards.
Stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to know about how I price everything. I've got these easy on gutter screens from Costco. The stainless steel micro mesh, which is great because the sunlight is still able to get through here and you're not going to have issues with algae growing or moss that would compost beneath the guard inside the gutter. It's got a sticker that comes off. Protective strip comes off, it goes right underneath the shingles and then sticks on to the gutter. There's a few brands of the same easy on gutter guards. This one's from Home Depot. It's in a 3-foot section, whereas this is a 4-foot section. Longer sections mean less work. So you can get a similar version of any micro mesh stainless steel screen and they all work just as well. I've got my tool belt, some extra screws in there that come with the gutter guards, hex head, got the drill in the holster. It's got that 1/4-inch hex head driver. Also in the tool belt, we got regular metal cutters made for sheet metal. I usually use these, they're easy, the battery doesn't die on them. They work very well. So I'm gonna use this to cut a miter angle into the gutter guards on every corner. I'm also going to be using a 5-gallon bucket. I like to add these hooks that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's. They work really well to hold the bucket onto the gutter. Just make sure you don't get it too heavy full of debris. Also going to use nitrile coated gloves. Can't express how much I love these things. These do a great job protecting your hands. Remember, these micro mesh gutter screens made out of stainless steel, so that's metal that can dig into your fingers real good. And then we got cougar paws. Stick like glue onto the roof. Before I do that, I'm going to clean out the leaves, the leaf blower. Before I get started, I'm just going to make sure the customer sees the guards that I'm going to be installing. I like to check in, make a couple jokes, make sure they like me. I also like to make sure they know that I have a warranty, and if they have any issues, just let me know and I'll come make it right. I found this actually sets them at ease as well, so that way they don't bother me when I'm trying to get the work done. If you don't like them staring at you and watching you, you got to make sure that they trust you. Anyways, up to the roof we go. And yes, I almost always work from on top of the roof. That's why I got those cougar paws. Now, I will admit cougar paws are quite pricey, but they are worth their weight in gold. They help you to stay so much more secure up there on roofs. As long as the leaves are dry and there hasn't been any recent rain, I can just blow everything out and then clean it up off the ground afterwards. It's the way I like to do things. When things are a little bit muddy, I'll go ahead and use a gutter scoop and take care of business without making as much of a mess. And while I am cleaning the gutters, I am also going to be looking for any defects, any places where there might be cracks in the seals on the corners. And I'm also going to want to make sure that all the downspouts are clear. And while I have the leaf blower in my hand, I go ahead and clean up the ground before I get started with the next step. Right up here we've got a loose section. You can see this screws completely out. So this is just kind of flopping here. Not going to be good for the long term, so we're going to go ahead and fix that up real quick before we put any guards on there. Now, these are your typical 5-inch residential gutters. I believe they're technically considered K-style. And you can get any of the hardware you need to refasten these sections from any local hardware store like Home Depot or Lowe's as well. So we just want to make sure we protect these corners. Sometimes this silicone can chip away. This isn't too bad, but just for the sake of showing you, I'm using Seamer Mate today. This is sold at Home Depot. There's a clear one that comes from Lowe's that works even better when it's wet or damp. But we want to clean off most of this. I already used a microfiber rag. We're going to squeeze that over the joint and sometimes spread it around. Fill in any cracks, any voids. This is just the cover up. If it's really bad, you want to take the silicone off with a scraper and then put all new silicone on. But this is in good shape. Everything underneath is clinging well. There's a corner in the front that's going to have to be mitered. So I'm going to start laying down the gutter guards in the back and work my way forward. Since one piece has to be cut over there regardless, I don't want to have to cut a piece on both ends. From here on out, it's pretty smooth sailing. On each section, once you get the first end on, you just line up the next one so that it's touching. There's really nothing that's very complicated about this process. So I just wanted to make a little notch where I know I need to cut it. Cut the front end that goes onto the gutter first. Now I want to cut at a 45-degree angle. If I have to err, I'd rather go a little higher degree, so a little wider cut if necessary. This back end is going to overlap with the other corner. Now I can cut off the back. It's just like that. I have the angle that's going to go on the corner. Pointed that down. Now, if you're not working alone and you've got a helper, you can have somebody else go ahead and stage all the gutter guards in place while the other goes behind putting them in. Whoever's staging them can also take the stickers off so that they're ready to go, and you can always come back around and add some screws if you need to. I typically don't use the screws as long as the stickers have good adhesion. The primary places that I do use screws is on the ends, or if I have a smaller section and I'm not sure it's going to stick very well. But in general, these hold very well without the screws. Now over on this little section of gutter, we have something that's called like a splash guard or a rain diverter. There's just a little flange that sits on top of the gutter and it keeps the water from going over the edge in that section. Oftentimes it will be placed in a section where there's a higher volume of water that might run over in a heavy downpour. So I'm going to have to remove that temporarily and then screw it in on top of the gutter guards. It works fine once it's back up there again. You definitely want to keep it where it was positioned before. It's usually placed strategically. This little downspout got clogged up as well. I'm showing footage of another situation where you have a better vantage point, but there's a lot of debris in there. So I went ahead and manually removed it with that hex head driver, the 1/4 inch. Remember, you don't want to get any callbacks. This is kind of a permanent thing, so we don't want any debris in those gutters that could cause issues in the future. And once it's taken care of, I can go ahead and put the gutter guard in there, put that little flange back in its place, screw it exactly where it was, and we're good to go. So you might be able to see in this situation, I'm kind of going section by section, making the repairs and then installing the guards as I go. You can do all the repairs in one sweep and then go through and have somebody go right behind you installing the guards. However you want to work it out, as long as the work gets done and you don't miss anything, just get a system that works for you so that you never leave any sections behind. Now, as far as pricing for gutter guard installation goes, it varies, obviously, depending on different circumstances, like how many feet of gutters they have or how bad the gutters are, like if they're very dirty or if they need major repair work. But in general, the baseline for me, if I want to charge by the square footage of the total home, I charge around 60 cents per square foot. So if it's a 2,000 square foot home, 2,000 times 60 cents, you come out with about $1,200 and plus tax. And that would be the price usually including the materials. Now, alternatively, you could charge per linear foot of gutter, and that would be anywhere from, depending on the materials you're using, the ones that I use, normally the micromesh stainless steel screens, $8 to $10 per foot linear. Still comes out to usually roughly the same price. And so it just varies on how you want to give estimates over the phone or in person. Just make sure you remember this is a premium service and it's a one-time deal, so you're not going to be servicing these homes in the future. So make sure you're doing better than, a couple $100 an hour as far as labor goes. Now, I also include a 5-year warranty anytime I install gutter guards to make sure there's not going to be any clogs or issues with the gutters. So it's kind of like a workmanship guarantee. So just in case I'm ever going to get a call back, I want to make sure that's going to be covered up front. Typically, I have maybe had one or two callbacks, and it was not because of anything where I made a where I messed up. One time, a bird built a nest and pried up some of the gutter guards, and another time they just had debris on top of the gutter guards. And I explained to them all the time, the gutter guards are not a fix-all. They do need maintenance in the future, so that was a charged service. So that's a wrap for this job today. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment and reach out to me.